Hey my friend, this is Carolina Millan and I want to welcome you to today's video. We're going to talk about the 5 principles of selling, so stay tuned. Hey, welcome back. I'm glad you stayed for the video. So as you may know, I love making videos and I love sharing value for free. So if you're watching this video, after this video, I strongly recommend you look around my YouTube channel and you'll find a bunch of other interesting and valuable videos for free. But let's start with this video today. There are 5 principles. There are actually a lot more, but I was reading an article on Entrepreneur magazine and they mentioned these 5 principles and I thought that was like spot on. And I don't want you to be memorizing 20-something principles when this is actually very, very concise and to the point. And this is something you really need to probably write it down and print it out or write it down on a paper with your own handwriting and just hang it on your wall in your office where you can remember this every day when you're dealing with your business. So principle number 1 is people buy benefits. Okay, people buy benefits. What does that mean? People are not interested in your product's features. People are not interested in your product being the best ever with the cutting edge technology and you know, the most important innovation they have ever seen, or the biggest invention since sliced bread. They don't care. People want benefits. They want to know what's in it for them. They want to know what your product or service is going to do for them, ultimately. So when you are looking at your product or service and you're looking at the features, you know, you need to make a parallel and turn those features into benefits for your ideal potential prospect. Okay, so for example, let's say you are selling hosting. If you're selling hosting, maybe you're an affiliate for a hosting company, whatever, maybe you want to write a blog post and talk about really cool hosting and you're going to talk about all those features that, you know, it's fast, you can store unlimited data, you can have unlimited websites, it's private, it's secure, you won't get hacked, etc., etc. But what are the benefits? What are people actually getting? Speed, perhaps? Or they're going to actually get their website up and running finally so that they can make more sales in the end. Because if your website is on a crappy hosting, it's going to be down all the time, etc., etc. People are looking for the final benefit that they can get. So what is that feature going to get them? That's the way you need to structure your offer, okay? So always think in benefits. Principle number 2 is value comes with a price tag, and this one I really like. When you manage to provide a product or a service that has a very high perceived value, and let's not just keep it at perception. Sometimes it is just perception, but let's make sure that you're actually delivering on that promise, that you're delivering that value. That's when you can charge a premium price for your product or service. So I'll give you an example. I myself promote, as an affiliate, companies that offer masterminds and retreats in exotic locations with all expenses paid, right? So not only do we talk about the benefits, but we also want to talk about the value that people are going to get when they attend these retreats, these business masterminds. And when they see how premium everything is, when they see that they get to spend time with like-minded people, they get to learn from multi-millionaire successful entrepreneurs, that's when you can bump up the price and charge a premium price for it. When you don't highlight the value, when you don't bump up the value in what you're offering, it's kind of hard to have a high price tag. So make sure that your product or service has as much value stacked up as you can, because that's when people are going to be willing to pay the big bucks. All right, so remember that value comes with a price tag, right? Now principle number 3 is credibility. Okay, your credibility, where does your credibility come from? Credibility is what's going to get you more business, more customers, more repeat customers ultimately, which is what makes you the most money, repeat customers. So your credibility has two, let's say, main pillars: trust and expertise. How do you build trust with people? I focus a lot of my business, a lot of what I do on building trust. If I cannot get you to trust me, you are not going to work with me. If I don't offer you value, you are not going to come back. And how do I build that trust? Number one, being honest. Really honest, authentic. Honest, authentic, deliver on your promises, over-deliver whenever you can. Hopefully you always focus on client delight and not just satisfaction. If you're focusing on client satisfaction, you're just not doing anything that nobody else is doing. Competition is gonna leave you behind. But if you focus on building that trust and offering value, exceeding expectations and delighting your clients, that's when you're going to build the most trustworthy fan base. You'll have raving fans and not just clients. Now, the other important part, how do you build that trust? Not just that way, but also through your expertise, through showing people that you have expertise in what you are teaching them, in what you are selling them. You cannot go and try to sell something in which you are not an expert. When I say an expert, I don't want you to get scared. You don't need a PhD in something. You don't need an MBA. You don't need a college degree to be an expert in something. You just need to read a little more than everyone else. You just need to have experience in what you're doing. So be sure that first you gain experience before you go out there and offer this to other people. Because otherwise, you may be selling them a crappy product, if it's a physical product that you are selling in your store or online store, e-commerce store. And if it's a service or coaching or whatever service it is, and you haven't tested it yourself, you didn't get results yourself, at least one tiny bit of result, or at least that you tried it yourself, you don't have any expertise, so it's kind of difficult. That's why there are many, if you're into affiliate marketing, there are many affiliate companies that require you to first try out the product, where you cannot just go ahead and sign up as an affiliate without having tried the product or service yourself. That's it. If you have that expertise, you can show people constantly that you have expertise, then you're going to gain that credibility. Okay? So that's really important, credibility. Principle number 4, the most valuable gift you have to offer really for people is yourself. Yourself. There is nobody like you. There is nobody like you. And people buy people. They don't buy things. People buy people. When I buy an iPhone, I am buying Steve Jobs in the end. When I buy a Mac computer, yes, sure, I do care about the benefits, I do care about the value, I do care about everything else, but there is something unique in there, okay? When people buy your network marketing opportunity or your affiliate marketing product, if they have been to your website, they have been on your blog, if they watched your videos, they are buying you, and you are the most amazing gift that you can offer, all right? So always be focusing on the value that you as a person can give. And this brings me back to what I mentioned before, being authentic, okay? Because if you are trying to be someone you are not, if you're constantly trying to do something, that is not that is not you, and I see this sometimes, people trying to be something they're not, people can tell. And that's going to take your authenticity away, okay? And principle number 5, it's a give and give relationship that you have with your customers. Now, this doesn't mean that you give them the product or service and that your customer gives you money. I mean, sure, that does happen. But what this principle means is that you are always giving. You are not taking, you're always giving. So even after the transaction has taken place, even after the customer has bought your product or service, you must figure out a way to always continue to give, to build that relationship with that customer long term, so that you can build repeat customers, okay? And when you give people, let's say you give them, they buy your product or service and then you give them a gift. Let me give you an example. For my inner circle students, when they sign up, not only am I giving them a discounted rate, a couple weeks after they sign up, they get a gift from me in the mail. They get a book that they choose themselves. I give them a few options. They choose a book, a motivational personal development book, and I ship it to them. Physical book, real book, with a nice little note. And that, my friend, doesn't matter how much it costs you to give that gift. It's invaluable because it shows people that you care, and it shows that you are constantly giving and over-delivering. So these are 5 principles of selling. I really hope you got value from this video. And before you go, my friend, if you're watching this video right now and it's still January or early February of 2016. If you're watching it later, that's fine. I hope you got tremendous value from this, because this, my friend, is timeless. This is timeless. It doesn't matter what technology or what universe we're in. This is timeless. I don't care what year it is. These are principles about human interaction. They're not going to go away. Nevertheless, if you're watching this now, I have a special invitation for you where we're not only going to go deep into these 5 principles, right? We are going to help you master selling online, where you can charge premium prices for your products and services and automate an important part of your business while you are branding yourself, okay? And here's something really important: doing what you love, okay? Doing what you love. If you would like to build a business, a powerful business online that you love, that brands you, that is automated, and that allows you to charge premium prices for your services, then my invitation is for you to come mastermind with me in person, personally in person, in Miami on February 15th, 16th, 2016. What I am doing in Miami is I'm going to invite you and a small group of people. In fact, we already have about 3 or 4 spots taken, which leaves another 2 or 3 spots available. So what we're going to do during this VIP day is that I and 2 of my business partners are going to teach you exactly how we run our businesses on the internet to generate all of this and, of course, generate cash flow. Cash flow for you to fund any venture, any dream that you want. Does that sound good? What is the next step for you? I know it's a bit of short notice. I know it's short notice, but if you can make it happen, I mean, let me tell you something. A couple years ago, I was told about a week in advance that I had to be in San Diego for a seminar where I had the opportunity to mastermind and interact with top millionaires from the industry. I had 1 week notice. I am from Chile. I had no US visa. We didn't have the visa waiver program yet. We have it now, but we didn't have it back then, which meant I had to go to the embassy, I had to get an appointment, I had to fill out a bunch of forms, pay a lot of money, and wait for my visa to get approved. I did all of that in 1 week, and then I jumped on the flight, I jumped on a plane, and went to San Diego, California. If I hadn't done that 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, almost 2.5 years ago, I would not be where I am today, because that skyrocketed my results. When I did that, I went from this to this. I experienced exponential growth. Why? Because I was immersed, because I was in the environment, because I was physically there with the people making it happen. And I can make a ton of online courses, and I have made a few online courses. But what do I see when I do online courses? People don't take action. It's maybe about 3% of people take action when I do, and it's not what I do, it's a generalized thing. It's a human thing, you know? And that's the reason why my partners and I decided to do something in person, where we could walk you through our processes, help you build your own processes so that you can walk out of that house, because we're going to be in a really nice house in Miami. You'll walk out of that house with a clear plan. This is going to be one full VIP day. On February 16th, there will be an option for some people to arrive a day earlier for some extra private coaching. And how can you participate in this? Well, until now I was only opening up the spots to my email subscribers, so that's why I hadn't communicated anything. So what you need to do right now, there's going to be a form below this video. There's going to be a link somewhere for you to fill out a form, because this is by application only. Unfortunately, I cannot accept tire kickers. I cannot accept people who make up excuses. I'm looking for action takers who are ready to implement and make 2016 their best year yet. So if that's you, my friend, then I want you to go ahead, fill out that form, and I or my business partners will get back to you right away with more information and details, so you can go ahead, book your flight to Miami and meet us there for this awesome day of masterminding. I'm excited to meet you in person, to shake your hand, to answer any of your questions, and to be there, not just teaching you theory, but real life results. Stuff that works, stuff that brings results. You can find a lot of theory out there. It's probably not going to have the same effect as you coming and interacting with us in person. So my friend, the invitation is made. Fill out the form right now. I'm excited to meet you. And this is Carolina Millan, of course. I'll see you very soon. Oh, by the way, if you're watching this video, it's already, I don't know, March 2017. There's going to be a different form of this video for you to work with me. So go ahead and fill that out as well if you're serious about getting results. This is Carolina Millan. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Leave me a comment as well. And I'll see you soon. Bye bye.